The winter holidays are a time to celebrate, but what to cook and what to bake? Today, I'm going to answer that question by sharing a delightful menu that's ideal to serve for a jolly seasonal soiree. And then I'll visit with Michael Feinstein, the ambassador of the Great American Songbook.
You made me love you. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it.
And we'll chat about the vegan holiday food favorites that he loves. So please join me as I prepare my winter celebration meal.
Jazzy, you're gonna be healthy with the Jazzy Vegetarian. Jazzy, so snazzy. We're gonna cook something healthy and light. Jazzy, so snazzy.
So join me in the kitchen right now.
We're gonna cook something healthy and light.
That's right. It's time to celebrate with a winter meal fit for even the most elegant seasonal party. The center of this vibrant meal features my sensational stuffed shells with the tastiest sauce ever, my dad's marinara. On the side, quick spinach salad adds color and crunch to this gala menu. And to finish with a flourish, my decadent and rich Black Forest pecan pie with vanilla creme fraiche pays tribute to my mother's traditional holiday version. So let's get to celebrating. Black Forest pecan pie. Now, the idea behind this is that when I was a little girl, my mother always served pecan pie at our winter holiday meals, and I just loved it. So for years, I've been trying to come up with a vegan version, and I finally have. And I think this is the most rich and decadent dessert I've come up with yet. I think you're gonna love it. So I'm starting off by putting 3/4 of a cup of rolled oats into my blender, and then a 1/4 cup of raw, unsweetened, shredded, dried coconut, 1/4 cup of pecan halves. And then we're gonna put in 10 large pitted dates. Now make sure you take the pits out of the dates. So I double check before I put them in my blender. And that is it. I know you're saying, how is this gonna become crust? We're gonna start it on low and start to blend it together till it becomes a nice, soft, pliable dough. There we go. Now, when it starts to come together like that, almost in a ball, that's when you know it's ready. Put that into a beautiful ball. There you are. Look at that. You know it's perfect. You press your hand in there, kind of stays. You really feel that it's got some nice give to it. It's really, really easy to work with. Now we're just gonna flatten this with our hands first. Kind of get our round going here. That's perfect. And we're going to roll this out into approximately a 10-inch round. Sometimes it sticks a little bit to your roller, as it's doing right now. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of flour on it. A little bit on top of there. There we go. Perfect. And you're just gonna work with it. Don't be too heavy on it. Turn your board as you go. And we're gonna roll this into about a 10-inch round. Doesn't have to be perfect. That's looking pretty good. A little bit more of that flour. And we're gonna roll it out just a little bit more. All righty, it's looking pretty good. Let me just loosen it up a little bit. We've got a 9-inch pie plate here, and we're gonna oil it out with just a little bit of vegan margarine. You don't really have to oil it. I've made it without oiling it, but it just ensures that it's not gonna stick. It's also gonna help the bottom to brown up beautifully. All right. Now this is the fun part. And what you're gonna do is fold the edges over just a little bit. Go around, make yourself a little rim for your crust. And then you can just make it a little fancy if you want. Press it in like that. Perfect. We have our pie crust all put together. Let me rinse off my hands. We've used dates in our crust today, so now Dr. Pam Popper is going to tell us about the nutritional value of dates.
Dates originated in the Middle East, although they're consumed all over the world right now. And there's so many different uses for dates because of their concentrated sweet flavor. So, for example, we now see them being used in desserts instead of sugar. You can also use them, like Laura does, to make a healthy pie crust instead of sugar, and that helps to hold it together. Now, they're very high in fiber. In fact, they have a little bit of a laxative effect to them. And each little date has 50 calories. So if you're going to munch on them like I do, make sure you don't eat too many of them. So add a little sweetness to your life in a healthy way. Pick up some dates and bring them home and eat them. They are delicious.